The Damascus marketplace bustled with life. Merchants hawked their wares, donkeys brayed, the air hummed with activity. Khalil, a young weaver, worked diligently amidst the chaos. His nimble fingers danced across the loom, transforming colorful threads into intricate patterns. He was known for his craftsmanship, his tapestries sought after for their beauty. Khalil found solace in the rhythmic clatter of the loom. It was a meditation, a way to quiet the world outside. Yet a quiet unease lingered within him. He performed the rituals of his faith, but the deeper meaning eluded him. He yearned for something more, a connection he couldn't quite grasp. His heart ached for understanding. What was the purpose of his work, of his life? Was there a greater design woven into the fabric of existence? These questions lingered in his mind, as persistent as the scent of spices in the air. Khalil's creations were admired by all. People marveled at the intricate designs, the vibrant colors, but beneath the surface, doubt gnawed at him. He felt like a fraud, going through the motions without truly understanding. His friend Omar noticed his troubled spirit. Omar, a devout man, tried to offer solace. "Allah is great, Khalil," he'd say. "Trust in his plan." But Khalil struggled. He needed more than blind faith. He craved knowledge, a deeper understanding of his own beliefs. One day, a traveling scholar named Ibrahim arrived at the marketplace. He had a long white beard and eyes that twinkled with wisdom. People flocked to him, seeking his knowledge and blessings. Khalil felt drawn to him, sensing a kindred spirit. Could this be the answer to his prayers? Ibrahim set up a small tent near Khalil's stall. People gathered around him, eager to hear his teachings. Khalil hesitated, unsure whether to approach. He observed from a distance, his heart pounding in his chest. Finally, he gathered his courage. He approached Ibrahim, his voice barely a whisper. "Wise scholar," he began, "I am troubled. I believe in Allah, but I struggle to understand." Ibrahim's eyes softened with understanding. "Come, child," he beckoned. "Let us talk." Khalil poured out his heart to the scholar. He spoke of his doubts, his longing for a deeper connection. Ibrahim listened patiently, his gaze steady and reassuring. When Khalil finished, a profound silence filled the air. "Your faith is like a tapestry, young Khalil," Ibrahim finally said, his voice soft yet powerful. "Each thread represents a part of your belief. Together they create a beautiful whole." Khalil listened intently, his eyes wide with curiosity, but he interjected. "I feel like I only see individual threads. I long to understand the complete design, the meaning behind it all." Ibrahim nodded slowly. "Your yearning for knowledge honors Allah," he said. "He desires not blind obedience, but understanding hearts. The path to understanding," Ibrahim continued, "lies in the 5 pillars of Islam. They are the foundation upon which our faith is built. They are the threads that, when woven together, reveal the grand tapestry of Allah's love and mercy." Khalil's heart quickened. This was what he had been searching for. Ibrahim began by explaining the first pillar, the Shahada, the declaration of faith. "There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger," he recited. "This is the heart of our belief, Khalil. It is the thread from which all others flow." He then spoke of the second pillar, Salah, the 5 daily prayers. "Prayer is the conversation with Allah," Ibrahim explained. "It is a time to offer gratitude, seek guidance, and find peace." He detailed the importance of the remaining pillars: Zakat, the giving of alms; Sawm, fasting during Ramadan; and Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca. Ibrahim's words struck a chord within Khalil's soul. He realized that Islam wasn't just a set of rituals, it was a way of life, a path to connect with the divine. The 5 pillars were not burdens, but opportunities for spiritual growth. Each one held deep meaning, a way to strengthen his faith and draw closer to Allah. Inspired by Ibrahim's teachings, Khalil began to incorporate the 5 pillars into his life. He started with prayer. 5 times a day he stepped away from his loom and turned his face towards Mecca. He recited the familiar words, but this time they held new meaning. He found solace in the rhythm of prayer. It was a time to quiet his mind, to connect with something greater than himself. He felt a sense of peace wash over him, a calmness he had never known before. As he prostrated himself before Allah, he felt a weight lift from his shoulders. It was the weight of his doubt, his uncertainty. It was replaced by a newfound faith, a belief that bloomed in his heart like a desert flower. Ramadan arrived, the month of fasting. Khalil approached it with a sense of purpose. It wasn't just about abstaining from food and drink. It was about purifying his soul, strengthening his willpower, and cultivating empathy for those less fortunate. During the long days of fasting, he focused on his spirituality. He read the Quran, reflected on its teachings, and sought to embody its message of compassion and generosity. As he broke his fast each evening with family and friends, he felt a profound sense of gratitude. He realized that true hunger wasn't just physical. It was a yearning for connection, for purpose, for something beyond the material world. Khalil began to practice zakat, giving a portion of his earnings to the poor and needy. It wasn't just about fulfilling a religious obligation, it was about sharing his blessings, easing the suffering of others, and recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings. He found joy in giving, in witnessing the impact of his actions. He learned that true wealth wasn't measured in possessions, but in the richness of his relationships and the generosity of his spirit. With each act of kindness, Khalil felt his heart grow lighter. The doubts that once plagued him faded away, replaced by a deep sense of purpose and connection. One Friday, Khalil joined the throngs of worshippers at the Umayyad Mosque. As he stood shoulder to shoulder with his fellow Muslims listening to the Imam's sermon, he felt an overwhelming sense of belonging. The beauty of the mosque, with its intricate mosaics and soaring arches, took his breath away. But it was the sense of unity, the shared faith, that resonated most deeply within him. As he knelt in prayer, surrounded by his community, Khalil felt a profound sense of peace wash over him. He was home. He had found what he had been searching for, a deep and abiding faith, a connection to something greater than himself, and a sense of belonging within the tapestry of Islam. His journey of weaving faith and understanding had led him to this moment of tranquility and grace.